but they got at least 10 years on James. Grab his neck. It's gonna take a while. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to the Buzz House. If you're an OG subscriber, welcome back. And if you're just coming by because you saw the title of the video and got curious, I hope you subscribe before you go. We're here today to talk about Kameron Lestr's Pandora's box opening. This kid went to Instagram and blasted to the whole world about Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson having something to do with orchestrating and manipulating people onto starting Dramageddon 2. Amazing. Now, we have some creators who have come forward and defended Jeffree Star and kind of bashing Kameron. By the way, those creators have disabled their comments. A little telling, isn't it? But before we start, I just want to make a disclaimer. Everything that we're going to discuss here is my opinion. Don't take anything that I say as a fact. And please do not send any hate to any other people that I'm going to discuss here in this channel. If you don't agree with anything that I say, just go down below in the comments and let me know. However, I try to be fair in this channel. If you can, go to my other Jeffree Star videos. You will see that sometimes I'll take his side, sometimes I won't. So don't just watch this video and say I'm a hater. Get to know me. I'm really nice sometimes. As far as I understand, Kameron came to Instagram and he said he knew about the situation on Dramageddon 2 and he knew it was coming.
I remember there was this instance where he's like asking me if I like James or not, and I was just so shocked. He was like, do you like James? Like, do you like him? And I just was so shocked and uncomfortable because he's like such a big powerhouse, and he asked me this, and I was like I didn't even know what to say to that. I was just uncomfortable. There's people around me, and he just like was so blunt and out of nowhere asked me, do you like James? And if you guys know me, James helped me with my career when I first got into the beauty space. Like, he's always been very supportive of me, and I was like, I don't have a problem with him. Do I agree with everything he does? No. But I don't have a personal problem with him, and he's done so much for me, so why would I go against him? And he was like, well, you don't fucking owe him forever. And I just was like taken back when he said that, because I was like, it all happened so fast. Rich Lux told me that Jeffree thought I was talking to James at the Louis Vuitton store. And from that, when I was in that car, I knew that he automatically just didn't trust me off the jump. And this is early on in our relationship. This is in the beginning. And I was kind of hurt because I was like, I would never do that. First, I was uncomfortable. I didn't know how to handle the situation. I didn't know what to say about the situation. I was just really uncomfortable. So I didn't even, my first thought was not to DM James. I'm not malicious, and I try not to do stuff like that. I just didn't know what to do. I honestly just wanted to act like it never happened, but it did happen. And that was the first instance. The next day, when we were in the hotel, and I was in his hotel, and we were just chilling. We were talking to Rich Lux again and a few other people, and I was talking to Jeffree, and I remember Shane Dawson called, and he was going off about James Charles and something, and telling, just cursing James out, and I was just kind of taken back because I've never seen Shane Dawson like that, and he was just going in on James. And I was like, oh, is there there's something brewing, there's something going on with James and Shane and Jeffree. So I was just uncomfortable, and I just was like, I'm gonna stay over here. 3 months later, James had his scandal. And I always remember holding that and being like, oh gee, maybe I could have came to James and maybe gave him a warning, or told him something happened or something was about to happen, and I felt it. And I always felt a little guilty for not ever saying anything or confessing to James, because he helped me in the beginning, and I felt like I wasn't a true friend, and I really am apologetic towards James for not speaking up and not having the courage at the time to speak up for him, because I knew 3 months before he had that scandal, something bad was going to happen.
And Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star had orchestrated everything, and it was a whole game of manipulation. If you don't know who Kameron Lestr is, he's a YouTuber. He used to do a whole lot of content on Jeffree's cosmetics, and it seems like he was paid to do it. Kameron Lestr at this point in the story is just kind of the messenger. So I am treating him as the messenger. I am not going to kill the messenger. That's what I kind of got from most of the other channels that I've been watching and researching on. And as always, I'm going to try my best and leave as much material down in the description below so you guys can do your own research. However, there are a couple of people that I'm going to speak about here that I'm not going to link down there because I just don't support them, and we'll get to that. As we all know, Jeffree Star is always in some drama. We had the DV drama, he made it pilot, and it seems like he's on the platform being talked about every single day.
Every single day.
Once Kameron spoke up, a bunch of people came out of the woodworks and started talking about their own experiences.
People got the courage to come forward and say how they feel manipulated by Jeffree, how they were played on the whole situation and how bad they feel, how horrible of a person he is.
Boo-hoo, tiny violin. While the entire time before Kameron Lestr came about to talk, they were just quietly getting the checks. So let's take a step back and elaborate on the story here. If you are not aware of Dramageddon 2, it happened about last year when James Charles was about 19 or 20 years old. Just keep that in mind because it will be important later. So James Charles has been known for being very good friends with Jeffree Star and Tati Westbrook at the time. He went to Coachella with a couple of friends. He decided to take advantage of some perks from a company called Sugar Bear Hair. And in exchange for VIP tickets and some security detail or something like that, he just needed to do like one post or something on Instagram promoting the product. And that's what he did. A 19-year-old going to Coachella, come on, I would do it. Why not? Tati Westbrook got deeply upset because she has a competitor hair pill called the Halo Beauty. And she got so upset about it to the point that she went to her channel and she made an entire video throwing mad shade on this kid. She talked about so many things that were so uncalled for. She didn't only say just she was hurt because he was promoting another company, but she also brought up personal things about his sexuality, his personal life. She accused him of criminal things. What she did was completely unnecessary and ridiculous. If he really was doing something criminal like she alleged, why didn't she just go to the cops? Why did she need to go to YouTube? That's a huge red flag for me. If you are so worried that this kid is so dangerous, YouTube is not the way to find justice. Let's talk about Jeffree and Shane a little bit. I do not have anything personally against Jeffree Star. I have never met him personally, obviously. However, I do not live under a rock. Once I decided to work on this channel and post more frequently, I started watching a freaking unhealthy amount of YouTube videos. Literally.
I need an intervention at this point.
Now, because I've been watching so much YouTube, I have taken a huge deep dive on all of the drama that's been surrounding Jeffree. At some point, I was even researching and looking into whatever his life used to be when he was on MySpace. And at this point, it's safe to say that Jeffree Star is not the sweetest candy in the package, nor the most fragrant flower in the garden. I don't know much about Shane Dawson, so please leave it in the comments if I'm missing anything here, but as far as I know, Shane Dawson used to be like one of the OG Vine users, and he was one of the wave of Vine users who migrated from that platform into YouTube. He's like the vampire Lestat of YouTube. Or the original, if you may. He had reinvented himself in the platform. A lot of creators respect him, and every single video that I've seen that either he is participating or any creator that speaks about him generally talks pretty highly of him. Sadly, he got himself mixed up with Jeffree. Obviously, it was lucrative for him to get involved because he got a beauty deal out of it, a docuseries out of it. He reinvented himself into the beauty community. Who wouldn't want to do it? So rapidly, Shane Dawson saw himself inside the world of booty gurus.
Yeah, I looked hot.
Now let's touch on this channel talking about how they felt that they have been manipulated by Jeffree. I used to be a subscriber to this channel. I am going to definitely conceal their face. There are videos out there. I don't think that they're hiding who they are. I don't want to get copyright claimed, so I'm going to cover their face. In that channel, they drink a lot of coffee and spill a lot of tea.
Jeffree Star approved tea.
Aside from PR, I've never received any type of gifts, money, or compensation from Jeffree Star for doing these videos. However, having said that, I did receive inside information prior to the public's knowledge which in turn led to me getting my video up faster, getting more views, and gaining more subscribers, which ultimately resulted in more AdSense money.
That's the reason why this person says that they were in Jeffree Star's payroll. I guess we have a new definition of payroll. I feel like a boomer right now.
I literally just don't care about clout. And aside from that fact, I had more clout when I was defending Jeffree all the time and being on his payroll than I would being against him. Speaking out about Jeffree is harder to do than defend him.
That part I agree. I had a video where I defended Jeffree Star from the whole situation with the Kardashian kid. It really didn't get that much traffic. Nobody really cared. But once I posted the video where I disagreed with Jeffree Star on my cremated palette situation and my Twitter block, everybody seemed to have ignored the situation with the Twitter and Davy Vanity. Everybody just went after me on the palette. Jeffree does have some fans out there. They're pretty vicious, and they will come after creators who do not agree with Jeffree.
I feel used and I feel manipulated.
Boo-hoo. And you will see why very soon.
I saw James Charles' story on CNN and Fox News, and I'm like, all of this without a shred of evidence. Doing all this stuff and painting this picture about James Charles with no evidence. All on hearsay. I helped take part in the downfall of James Charles's career. He fed me all of that information. I believed all of that information with no evidence just because.
Why are you posting stuff and claiming to your subscribers and fans that those things are facts when you have like no receipts? Come on.
I thought that he was my friend.
This is the most hilarious part of this whole video.
In the end, I feel like he was manipulating me the entire time.
Boo-hoo.
And you know, when he first started talking to me, it was like, oh, Jeffree Star's my friend and I have his number and you feel special. And I never talked to a celebrity or been around one, so it's just like, so stupid.
Correct.
You stupid.
How many of you guys out there, please leave it in the comments. How many of you guys out there have had a strict text message friend who you trust blindly?
Just having his phone number and having that communication open with Jeffree was influencing my, subconsciously influencing how I did my videos before I started receiving PR. PR was just icing on the cake.
Oh, of course. PR was the icing on the cake.
Because I truly in my heart felt like he was my friend, and it's hard to do bad videos shedding your friend in a bad light.
Why does she keep saying that they were friends? They only used to text.
Jeffree Star is no one's friend. I tweeted this out earlier. He's no one's friend but Jeffree Star. He only cares about himself.
No, girl, no.
The more success you have, the more money you make. So that was that part.
That's why you were friends, wasn't it? She hasn't said any time in this video that she has ever seen Jeffree, met him in person, went to his house. And my definition of friendship is so completely different than what this person's definition of friendship is. To me, a person who I text with that only give me information for my videos on YouTube, it actually sounds pretty shady.
How much money did you guys make during Dramageddon? $37,162.24. I hope Tati comes back and tells her truth. You know, you guys saw the Instagram post she put up. I hope she does, because I truly believe that she was also manipulated into making that video. I believe that with every ounce of my soul. I think she was manipulated into making that video. So
here is what I see in this video. There is an illusion of taking responsibility for what they done while blaming someone else. In this case, Jeffree Star. Let's do some simple math here. Dramageddon happened last year. I don't know what this YouTuber's age is, but she's a mother, she's a wife, so I am assuming she is either in her late 20s or early 30s. Jeffree Star today is 34 years old. Shane Dawson today is 31 years old. Tati Westbrook, she's 37 or 38, one or the other. Most of these people are over 30. All of these people ganged on a 19-year-old, 20-year-old kid. They got at least 10 years on James. Come on. Granted, I'm gonna give it to them that if you are online, you will, as a public figure, have a little bit or a lot of bit of backlash, scandals. You will have your fair share, and you have to have somewhat of a tough skin to survive that kind of environment. But in this situation, he did nothing to deserve what happened to him or what they did to him. All he did was being a 20-year-old kid wanting to enjoy himself at a freaking rave or whatever Coachella is, EDM festival. They conspired to cancel him. They alleged that he was a criminal. They called him names online. All because some sugar pills that are not even regulated by the FDA. By the way, neither is Tati's. They drove this kid to actually consider a permanent solution to a temporary drama problem. And I'm not gonna say it here because I don't wanna mess up with the guidelines of YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about. The truth always comes out, and clearly it's coming out right now. This is building up to be epic. Because you see, now they're all online, posting their videos on YouTube, pointing fingers at each other, owning up for their mistakes, blaming each other for it, or blaming Jeffree.
I was manipulated. I didn't know better. I thought he was my friend. I never seen him before. I never hung out with him. We text each other. We're super friends.
However, the level of involvement that any of them or all of them had in the Dramageddon last year, each and every one of the people that we're talking about here, they're all over 30. They cowardly attacked a person who was 10 years younger than them. It's really cowardly. James rose above it, and he's still successful in spite of these people's tries, because you know what? Where are the other ones now? In the middle of this crazy drama, pointing fingers at each other. So here's my unpopular opinion if you still haven't got it from all of this little rant that I have given. It is ridiculous to me. And actually for some of them to say that they feel like they were manipulated is bullshit.
Oh, what's that smell? It's bullshit.
They're freaking old enough to understand what they're doing. Shame on them. They're just not good people. We all know what kind of person Jeffree Star is. There isn't enough information out there. And if these people fell for it, which I don't believe, shame on them twice. Telling people that they got tricked.
Get out of here.
This is it for me. Thank you so much for staying here in my unpopular opinion. Let me know what you guys think about it. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Ring that bell button so you can get notified every time I post. Lately, I've been posting a lot. Follow me on Instagram, and I hope to see you guys in the next upload. Bye.
Bye, girl.
That a company called Sugar Bear Hair. So rapidly, Shane Dawson got into the wondrous world. So rapidly, Shane Dawson saw himself into the wondrous world. Wondrous. Tati took credit for his success. The hell? Let me know down in the comments. Yeah, I don't know why I spoke this way.